Hello, this is Malorian, and this is going to be a 2,000 point game I had with my Necrons against my brother's Chaos. Alright, so looking at the board here, we were playing objectives, the five pizzas, or the different objectives, really, city filled terrain, and we also got the Dawn of War, so each of us are just getting the 2 troops and the 1 HQ. So on my side at the bottom there, I have 2 units of the 15 Necron Warriors, and then I also have a Necron Lord that has the Res Orb, and also the Veil of Darkness. And for him, he has a unit of 10 Marines that have a 2 Meltas, and also they have their Rhino there just to be in the way. In reserve, he has 3 more troops. One has 2 Meltas, one has 2 Plasma, one has 2 Flamers. He has 6 Spikes with a Champ, probably a power weapon. He has a Dreadnought with 2 close combat weapons, a Defiler, a big unit of Raptors with 2 Meltas and a Fist, and he also is going to have some Terminators with a Lord with Mark of Corn and Lightning Claws that's going to be deep striking in later. The rest of my army, I'm going to have some 8 Flayed ones. I have 10 Immortals, 5 Destroyers, 3 Heavy Destroyers, a Tomb Spider, and then I have another Lord that has the Destroyer Body, the Phase Shifter, and the Res Orb, and I think that's all my stuff. So anyway, looking into this game, I know that when he gets to combat with me, I'm in trouble, so the main thing I'm going to try and do is try and shoot him up as best I can, then teleport around and get objectives, zipping in with my speeders last turn to try and just contest. But the problem is that these bastions, and I don't have a lot that can break these bastions, so once he runs in there first turn, it's going to be really hell for me to try and break it. So let's see how things go. Here's a fast picture of what he started with again, and here's a fast picture of my line. Oh yeah, there's also 3 Wraiths I'm going to have coming. So Chaos first turn, all of his stuff comes on except for his Deep Strikers. His Rhino there is running just to block things from the bike, and his shooting just drops 1 from either side. Alright, so on my turn, all my stuff comes on, and when I brought my Immortals on the left side here, just because I wanted there to have line of sight to the bikes, I realized that they didn't have a Res Orb with them, so I tried teleporting over my Lord to help them, but he scattered off, so that's why he's in the middle of nowhere. And then my Wraiths with the other Lord are going up to attack the building. They weren't able to do anything, but as you do see here, is my shooting totally wiped out the bikes. He failed 6 of 6 saves, so they're all gone. My Heavy Destroyers destroyed his Defiler, and I also immobilized that 1 Rhino in the back there, so not too shabby. And my Tomb Spider made a Scarab. His turn 2, again, it's mainly just moving up. His shooting drops 2 of the Wraiths, so I was really lucky he didn't kill the last one, and his Rhino fixed himself, and that's all that really happened this turn. Necron's turn 2, my Flayed ones outflank on this side. And the big thing that happened is, okay, my Tomb Spider attacked the Bastion, destroyed it, exploded, killing 5 of the guys inside. Meanwhile, my Lord charged that unit of the Raptors while the Wraith attacked the Rhino. I did nothing there. My Lord got knocked down, and so now they're tied up with my Wraith. I actually did a whole bunch of shooting into the Raptors beforehand with my Destroyers and things, but I just didn't do as well as I did with the bikes. And here's just a fast overview picture. You can see my Destroyers making their way around, the 1 Lord trying to make his way back to the line, and yeah, just basically me holding the line, waiting for me to try and deal with him as he's coming in. His turn 3, his Terminators come in right at me. I forgot that his icon makes it so these guys don't scatter either. So there's Tagnar the Widowmaker. Unfortunately, decided to focus on the tower rather than these guys, so you can't see any detail. On the far side here, he's charging in with his Chaos Marines into my Flayed ones. And I actually did fairly lucky here. I did really well against him. He just killed 3 of mine, and then I held. Otherwise, you can see he's just still moving up. Now that 1 Rhino that's on his top right, that got immobilized, so his guys are having to run up. But I'm now faced with all these guys, because of course he killed that last Wraith, and so I have to really do some damage in this next turn or else I'm in trouble. So Necron's turn 3, over in this combat, I'm still holding him up. I just managed to kill 1 of his a turn, and he beats me by say 1, but he's just not beating me. Otherwise, my destroyers are now in a great spot up there, and I threw everything at the Terminators because I knew I had to wipe them out, and I did. But what I didn't expect is I killed his Chaos Lord as well. So I just got extremely lucky. Then my heavy destroyers shot the one close Rhino, made it explode, it killed the Raptor. So just getting really lucky, which is going to hopefully save my main line here. So his turn 4 though, his Raptors charge my big unit of warriors on the right here, beat me, break me, run me down type thing, so they're completely gone, and now these 4 are just hoping to raise up with the other unit. And this was heartbreaking. He kills 2 of these guys, and then I fail my leadership test, so I run away, but luckily I didn't run too far that I'll at least get to try and raise the other ones. But no shooting next turn. And so here's the overview. Again, he's just still trying to push up with his units. His Dreadnought is now in striking range, and so I'm going to have to try and deal with that next time. But he's done a screen with his Rhinos, so I can't even really shoot very much at him. So when to get out of dodge, my Lord grabs the last warrior unit, and I deep strike, Veil Darkness all the way over here. I'm still holding him up in combat here. I think actually I might even won this combat. I won one of them, but it was just insane, me holding out so long. And my remaining Immortals just backed up, hoping he'd have a bad charge distance there through the building. But in the end, it didn't matter. My shooting from my Immortals killed all but one Raptor. Again, extremely lucky. My destroyers, they rallied, and my heavy destroyers managed to immobilize his Dreadnought. So now that's not even a threat anymore. So looking pretty good at this point. So on his turn 5, this last Raptor is coming to charge my heavy destroyers to tie them up. And then a very dangerous, high-risk situation here. He asked me what my phase-out is. I tell him, and then he just jumps out of the building and comes after me. And of course, I never even thought he might do this, but if he charges me and beats me and runs me down, I'm toast. I have nothing can hold objectives, and I'm going to be very close to phase-out. So this could be a make or break for this combat over here. This Rhino did a tank shock through here, and it almost looks like it doesn't make sense, but if you were to look through here, the reason why it's doing this is between the 2 Rhinos, I have 0 line of sight looking out of this building now, so that's what they're trying to do. Alright, so in this big combat, he shoots at me, does nothing with 2 flamers and all those pistols, and then charges in. On the far side here, he finally destroys all my flayed ones. Both of us whiff our attacks here, but he's happy with that. He's tied me up, and that's what he wants. And then here's the main thing of the game. Okay, so he charges in, he has all these guys, and he does nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. He just rolled so poorly. In fact, I had more wounds done on him that he'd have to save than he had hits on me. I beat him by 3 or 4 or something, he breaks, and I run him down. So all of a sudden, boom, he loses that. I can now take both these objectives, and that's pretty much the game right there. But here's just kind of a quick overview of what it looks like at the end of his turn. So on my turn 5, my heavy destroyers actually beat his one Raptor. And then you can see from here that my warriors at the top spread out to take both objectives. I just shoot them up. My Immortal's now on the top of the building. I bring down the middle unit down to 3. I kill a few from that far unit. And we don't even bother rolling for a 6th turn because, as my brother points out, he can't really contest any of my stuff, but then now I have everything I need to contest his on my last turn. So there really is no point. It'd just be insult to injury. So victory to the Necrons, and although to me it was a very intense, close game that was really just decided by that one insane combat at the end, it was a very frustrating game for my brother, who right from the get-go, with his bikes being wiped out, losing his Defiler first turn, it just seemed to be one thing after another, and just really disappointing that it seemed that whenever we have a game, there's some big luck that goes against him and kind of takes victory away. So anyway, I'm happy. Necrons were my first army I ever played in the hobby, and it's nice to come back and give them a go and actually get a win. I was just actually hoping for a tie here. So thanks for watching, and after this I'm probably going to go back to fantasy for a while. So see you then. Bye.